Welcome to What Am I Looking At, a podcast from the Department of Art and Design at Arkansas State University. My name is Dr. Leah Long, and I'm a professor specializing in ancient art. In this series, each presenter will give insight into works of art that are in some way unusual, sometimes strange, sometimes hard to understand. I hope you enjoyed today's exploration of the visual on your radio. In a dimly lit room of the British Museum is a rather enigmatic object. A wooden box with two sloping sides is inlaid with a mosaic of lapis lazuli, red limestone, and shell. Populating the sides are rows of funny-looking men with bald, round heads wearing sheepskin skirts and engaging in various activities, some drinking and dining, others in battle. The Standard of UrFor dates to 2400 BC and is a visual representation of the origins of civilization. It was excavated in Iraq from the ancient Sumerian city of Ur, home to the Old Testament patriarch Abraham. A highly innovative people, the Sumerians were the first to develop the wagon wheel and plow, to cast copper and bronze, but most impressively to invent writing and cities. Excavated in the 1920s by the archaeologist Sir Leonard Woolley, Woolley's most famous discovery is the Royal Cemetery of Ur, the burial place of its city's leaders. Among its many finds are graves for a queen, adorned in a headdress, her attendants sacrificed at her death beside her, and precious objects intentionally buried in some kind of ritual, such as the Standard of Ur. Woolley imagined the artifact was carried in battle as a standard, hence its name, but we do not really know its function. The lapis lazuli in the standard attest to trade and land routes to faraway Afghanistan, while the mosaic pieces are glued together with the more local material of bitumen, a trace of the Middle East's greatest source of wealth, oil. But what is most important is that it provides a snapshot of a totally new model for how to organize society. Cities such as Ur were only able to exist because of an agricultural surplus, and as a result of this surplus, a new class system emerged. Priests, warriors, bureaucrats, farmers, and artisans specialized in making luxury objects. Then, like an avalanche, came warfare, taxes, and trade. Finally, a state, which is really a system of power and control, where certain individuals claim power and then fight to keep it. The king is recognizable as the largest figure in the scene in the top row. He and the elites feast on vegetables, fish, sheep, and goats offered to him by agricultural workers, who line up in the rows below him. On the other side, we see the king again, but here he is not the leader of a peaceful civil society, but the commander-in-chief of an army. Below him are soldiers who lead conquered men, stripped naked to emphasize the humiliation of defeat. In the bottom row are some of the oldest known depictions of chariots of war. The standard is a graphic representation of a flourishing economy within a divided society and the ugly violence that underlies prosperity. It is a chilling reminder of how far our own societies have come and yet how much remains the same. What Am I Looking At is provided by KASU in collaboration with the Department of Art and Design at Arkansas State. Stay tuned next week for another look at art over your airwaves.